Good morning. This is Nivedita, Assistant Professor in the Department of ECE, Hindustan College of Engineering and Technology. So, for today's class, we'll be speaking about human values from the subject professional ethics. So, these are the flow of today's session: introduction, followed by what are human values in ethics, what is empathy, followed by summary. So, let's move on to the introduction. So, when we speak about human values, it is like a core value which makes up our personality and define how we act in life. So, obviously, these values are very important as they make up who are we and are what guide us through the life. So, the values that we hold determine who we want to be as well as how we live our lives and the decisions that we make on everyday basis. So, without these values, our lives would become a chaotic, obviously, and there would be no meaning behind any of the things that we do or say. All humans have these values in some way or other, and like it is up to us to choose which values we hold the most dear. So we have a philosopher, Martha Nussbaum, in the 20th century. He puts forth a list of 10 innate human values like truth, beauty, justice, courage, temperance, wisdom, love, equality, modesty, and hope. So these are the values which we, the human being, should try to uphold throughout. So moving on to the next title, what are human values in ethics? So yes, this human values in ethics, like these are the concepts which govern how people should act. So for example, some human values are justice, honesty, and kindness. We can say these values can provide a framework for like ethical decision making. So one could imagine an individual who is faced with moral dilemmas such as whether to save their family from drowning or rescue one of their friends. In the situation, different human values might dictate which option is preferable. So some may be more interested in selflessness than others and might choose to save the family even though they know they will die while saving them. So, on the other hand, they may place great value on the loyalty to friends and choose to save their friends even if it means sacrificing their own life. So, this is about the human values in ethics. So, human values, like it is a topic which is not still completely understood. We have many definitions for human values, but the most commonly accepted definition is that human values are perspectives or priorities that people use to give meaning to their actions and experiences. So this is about the few factors which I quoted in the previous slide. And say for example, these are the core values that a human being should possess. Say for example, if we speak about truthfulness, let's like quote an example for each and every aspect here. So for example, for truthfulness is if we imagine a person who always valued truthfulness here. So in her professional life, she faced a dilemma where admitting a mistake could have like jeopardized her position. However, she chose honesty, owning up to the error. Over time, her colleagues and peers came to trust her implicitly, knowing that she would always speak the truth even if it was uncomfortable for her. So I think this is an example where the truthfulness is projected. Next comes the honesty. So let's think of a scenario where like a young boy, he found extra change at a store. So though tempted to keep it, he returned the money to the cashier. So here it is demonstrating the honesty even no one was watching. So this commitment to honesty became a fundamental trait in his personality, shaping his interactions and decisions throughout his life. So the next aspect would be like loyalty. So we just consider a woman here. So who remained fiercely loyal to her friends, supporting them through thick and thin. So despite conflicts and challenges, her loyalty never wavered. So this unwavering dedication not only depended on her relationship but also earned her respect and trust of those around her. So next comes the fairness. We'll just picture a teacher who was always fair in his assessments and treatment of students. So when he made decisions without bias, ensuring every student had an equal opportunity to learn and grow. So his commitment to fairness not only impacted his students positively but also inspired them to embody the similar principle in their own lives. So this is a great example here. Next, when we speak about respect, we here consider a community leader who treated everyone with respect regardless of their background or status. Her consistent display of respect fostered a culture of inclusivity and understanding within her community, leaving a lasting impact on generations to come. So, like these values, when consistently practiced throughout one's lifetime, become ingrained in their character, shaping not only their individual actions but also influencing and inspiring those around him. So, next we speak about the empathy. So, here empathy is an important component of any healthy relationship we take, whether it be with a friend, family member, or partner, whatever. So, when we often think that empathy is just being able to understand how someone else feel in certain situation, but it can go much deeper than that. For example, we may feel empathy for a friend who has lost her job and is struggling financially but have no way to help her other than offering words of encouragement. So in this case, we not only emphasize with our friend's feeling by understanding what she might be going through emotionally, but also by understanding the stress she is under due to the financial burden she faces on top of everything else. So other times empathy may involve stepping into someone's shoes by imagining what their life would be like if they were in our position instead. So we have to understand what is the situation of others. So when we speak about conclusion, we have the term human value is difficult to define, but they are essentially moral values that apply to all humans. So different cultures will have different sets of human values, but some can be found in every culture. So these are the things such as equality, freedom, and justice. It may be easier to think of human values as principles guiding beliefs instead of organized list. So either way, individuals need to know what their own set of human values. So thank you.